Okay, everybody. I want to share a story with you today, but first I wanted to okay, there I got a million different things going on here. Oh, getting water. This is important. Get your water ready. So I'm sure maybe you all know that can you still hear me? Okay.
I will be translating.
Okay. We are all, our bodies are made up. Hello. Our bodies are made up of the elements, earth, air, fire, and water. That's what we're made of. Do you know that? Our bodies are made of those four things. So do you need to translate each time or? Okay. You can leave your sound on when you do that. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So can anybody tell me what is the water in your body?
What is el agua en tu
How does
cuerpo?
it show up? Water.
Blood, they say.
Blood. Yes, the blood. The blood flows like rivers through your body, through your veins. Yes. And also our tears are like the ocean water.
Ay, como lágrimas.
Yes. So what about the earth? How is the earth in your body? The solid earth.
La tierra sólida. ¿Cuál es en tu cuerpo? El cuerpo, the body and the bones. Bones.
The bones and the muscles. Yes, they're very solid. Okay, very good. And how about air?
¿Y el aire? ¿Aire en tu cuerpo? ¿Y el aire en el cuerpo de ustedes? La respiración. The breath, breathing. ¿Cómo se dice?
Yes, and in all of our cells, the air goes in and the oxygen is in every cell in our body too. We breathe it in and it helps our cells and then we breathe it out. Yeah.
Y el aire que respiramos oxígeno que va a todas nuestras células.
Yes. So last one, how about fire? Do you know how fire shows up in the body?
The soul,
yeah?
the spirit.
Donna?
The soul, the spirit.
The what? The spirit. Yes. One little boy in one of my things said, it's the passion in your heart. I loved his answer.
Hablando de los elementos que
Okay, so today I'm going to read a story that is of a little boy who's Native American, and he was learning from his elders how to communicate with water, how to treat water and bless it, and how to help water be healthy.
Va a contar una historia que es de los nativos americanos, como dijo, de los que aprendió de sus abuelos, de que hablaba de cómo tratar a los elementos, cómo tratar el agua. Now,
so I'm going to read you the story, and I guess we'll stop and do translation. But this story has no pictures. You have television, you have computers, you have pictures books, but long time ago, children didn't have any of those things. So when the story is told, you have to use your imagination. You have to make the pictures inside your mind, right?
Okay, we gotta translate that,
Veronica.
Este cuento es de antes de la televisión, del compu y de los libros. Entonces, cuando alguien cuenta el cuento, tienes que usar tu imaginación.
Antes estaba la imaginación, para contar la historia.
Okay, so you have to use your imagination and picture what I'm reading about. And I will just read a little and then you can translate. I wish my Spanish were better.
Un poquito.
Un poquito. Okay. So the story is called Little Bear Learns How to Talk to Water.
La historia se llama El pequeño
So,
Cristo aprende a hablar con el agua.
My name is Little Bear. Not my name, but this is a story that he's telling. My name is Little Bear. And when I was growing up, that's funny. When I was growing up, I lived with my people in a large campground in the forest. One springtime when I was 5, I noticed many of the elders were not around. The elders were gone. So I asked my grandmother, where did all the elders go? I want to translate.
En el bosque, y un día di cuenta que muchos de los viejos, de los grandes, no estaban.
Y después le pregunté a la mamá,
Le pregunté,
¿dónde están? ¿Dónde están todos? Esto es lo cito, ¿no?
That my grandmother said they all went to talk to the mountains.
Y la mamá,
what? Yeah. So I thought about that, and then I told my grandmother, when I am big, I'm going to go with them to talk to the mountains too.
Él dijo, ¿dónde está la abuelita? Y la abuelita dijo, todos se fueron a hablar con la montaña. Y entonces el osito pequeño dijo, cuando yo sea mayor, también voy a ir con ellos a hablar con la montaña.
And I wasn't sure what I would say to the mountains, but I knew that I wanted to go anyway because that's what the elders do. And maybe they would tell me what to say.
Entonces dije, decía el osito, yo no sé lo que le voy a decir a la montaña, pero voy a hacer como hacen los abuelos, porque así es como lo tenía que hacer. Yo hacer lo mismo.
Then, when I was 7 years old, I went to a fire ceremony with my grandmother. I sat next to one of the elders, a grandfather who had just come down from the mountains.
Y cuando tenía 7 años, estaba en una ceremonia de fuego y entonces llegó un abuelo, ¿no? Que venía de hablar con la montaña.
I was very shy, but I got the courage to talk to him. And I asked him, why do you talk to the mountains?
Y él estaba bastante tímido, pero se animó igual a preguntarle y dice, ¿qué te dijo la montaña?
So he looked at me and he smiled. He said, because it's our job to take care of our land and to talk to all the ones who live in our lands and to help them.
Fue hablar con la montaña porque ese es nuestro trabajo como abuelos, de todos, de cuidar la tierra y, ¿qué más dice? To take care of the land.
Yes, to take care of the land and to teach all the beings in the land how to live there and help each other.
La montaña les enseña cómo vivir en esa tierra. Por eso iban a la montaña. La montaña es muy sabia y les decía a ellos cómo cuidar de la tierra y de todo lo que vive en ella.
And then he pointed over to a whole group of other elders and he said, you see those elders over there? And he said, they all go and talk to the newborn plants. And those elders over there talk to the newborn baby animals.
Y él dijo, ¿ves ese grupo de abuelitos allá? Ellos van a hablar con los nuevos plantitas bebés. Y esos abuelitos que están allá van a hablar con los bebés animales. O sea, había grupos de abuelos que hablaban con diferentes seres, ¿no?
And the grandfather said, the new ones, the new baby animals and plants need to be taught just like you do, little bear.
Entonces la abuelita le dijo, los bebés planta y los bebés animalitos también necesitan que les enseñen cómo ser en esta tierra. Es igual que tú y yo.
And so the grandfather said, yes, they need to learn how to live together and work together in a good way.
Sorry,
And
again,
so
what did you,
what?
can you repeat?
Say it again.
Can you repeat that part?
Yes. Said, let's go to the next part. It said, then I asked the grandfather, who do you talk to? And he said, my job is to talk to the new water, the water babies that come to earth in the winter snow.
Y le pregunté al abuelito, ¿y vos con quién fuiste a hablar? Y el abuelito dijo, mi trabajo es hablar con las bebé agüita. ¡Con las bebé agüita! Que salen de los manantiales.
And he said, when I go up to talk to them, I take these with me, these little sparkly stones. And I didn't know what they were, but he told me these are crystals, and I use them to help the water to be strong.
Dice, cuando él va arriba, a donde sale de donde sale la agüita, la manantial, se lleva un cristal, él no se sabía para qué se llevaba ese cristal, y es para enseñarle a la agüita, ¿no? Sí, para enseñarle a la agüita cómo comportarse.
And he explained that the water babies have to get strong because they have a long way to go back to their mother, the big water. And I didn't know that he was talking about the ocean because I had never seen the ocean. So I just closed my eyes and imagined a giant loving grandmother waiting to welcome the water babies.
Y el abuelito dijo, el bebé agua necesita estar muy fuerte porque tiene un viaje muy, muy largo hasta llegar hasta las grandes aguas. Y él no sabía sobre el océano porque nunca había visto el océano. Entonces se imaginaba una gran abuelita recibiendo al bebé agüita.
Yes, and so the grandfather said, when I go, I ask permission to talk to the water. It's very important to start with asking permission. It's a way to offer respect.
So lo primero que hace cuando llega con el bebé agüita es pedirle permiso para hablarle. Porque es muy importante pedir permiso, dice, porque es una manera de mostrar respeto.
So then the grandfather said, when the time is right and the water is ready, I talk to it and I explain to it how far it has to go and that it has to keep on flowing. Even when it comes up against rocks or tree roots, it has to be strong. And I help it get strong with my medicine.
Y cuando está listo, entonces le dice todo, porque va a tener que pasar por rocas y por tierras y por lugares medio difíciles. Todo cuando la agüita está lista para escuchar, después que le pidió permiso.
And so I asked him, what is your medicine? And he said, my medicine is that my gift for healing the water. And I use my drum and my rattle and my songs. I sing to the water to bring good energy to the water. That's my special medicine.
Y me dijo, ¿y cuál es tu medicina? Y dice, mi medicina es que le canta con un tambor al agua y así la cura y la limpia, la sana. Y tiene también como
And so I asked him, I asked the grandfather, Little Bear said, do I have medicine too? And the grandfather smiled and said, when you get older, you will learn what your medicine is.
Y el osito pequeño le dijo, abuelito, yo también tengo medicina. Dice, cuando tú seas un abuelo, vas a haber encontrado tu propia medicina. ¿Cuál es tu medicina?
So I wanted to know right now, and I decided he's older. Maybe he can see my medicine now. And he said, I think part of your medicine must be asking questions.
Ah,
Ask
Sí,
lots
dijo
of
que
questions.
quería saber cuál era tu medicina y dice, yo creo que una de tus medicinas es hacer muchas preguntas. Porque le hacía tantas preguntas a la abuelita y a la abuelita.
And so I said, is that a good kind of medicine? And he said, yes, it means you want to understand things. But it's good to know sometimes you understand things by just being quiet and listening. Questions help the mind understand, but listening helps your heart to understand.
Bueno, y le dijo, pero ¿esa es una buena medicina? ¿Tratan de preguntar muchas cosas? Y le dijo, sí, es una buena medicina. Eso quiere decir que tú quieres entender. Pero tenés que saber que a veces las respuestas vienen de estar en silencio y estar quieto. Porque cuando preguntas y te dicen una respuesta, te llega a tu mente. Pero cuando escuchas y te quedas en silencio y te escuchas, entonces es, como dijo, llega a tu corazón un mensaje.
And then the grandfather said, it's okay. You can ask me as many questions as you want, as long as you listen with your heart. And so I imagine my heart having very big ears that I could listen from my heart.
Y el abuelito dijo, pero tú puedes hacerme todas las preguntas que quieras, le dijo, siempre que las recibas con tu corazón.
No llego. Porque si no me esfuerzo todo.
So then the grandfather said, this is what I do with the water. When I sit beside the water, I send love from my heart to the water, and I send good thoughts to the water, and I sing to the water and put crystals in it to make it stronger. I send all my love to the water with my songs and my drum and my rattle.
Entonces el abuelito
So Little
dijo,
Bear said, go ahead.
El abuelito dijo, entonces lo que yo hago es que llevo al mar, a la agüita a esa bebé, y entonces le doy todo mi amor, le canto, le toco el tamborcito, le toco como un sonajero que tienen como los nativos americanos, ¿no? Todo eso, y le manda mucho amor y le pone muchos cristales para que agarre mucha fuerza el agüita.
Okay. So he said the water has a long way to go from the high mountains all the way down through the rivers and the creeks, and it goes through ponds, and it's trying to make its way back. And many people live along the river, in each place, each village along the water, they do the same thing. They give good medicine to the water. They sing to the water. They put crystals in it. They help the water to stay strong and clean.
Entonces, el agüita dice que tenía que hacer todo ese viaje re largo y por eso le cantaba y eso, y tenía que pasar por, ¿cómo se llama? Creek, arroyos y cañadas y por todas partes. Entonces la gente que vivía alrededor del río y todos esos lugares le cantaban también el agua para darle fuerza, para dejar que estuviera limpia, para que estuviera fuerte, para ayudar al agua.
He said one thing, you never ever put anything in the water that will make the water sick. No pollution, no trash. Never put anything bad in the water, because anything that drinks that water will get sick. The animals, the plants, the people who drink that water will get sick. So never do that.
Y dijo, lo que sí tienen que saber es que nunca hay que poner nada sucio en el agua, nada que la pueda enfermar, porque si no, no solo el agua se enferma, pero sino todos los seres que tomen de esa agüita se pueden enfermar y se ponerse débiles. Entonces no tirar basura y cuidar lo que ponemos en el agua.
And he said, if you...
Emmy wants to say something.
Yes.
¿Sí?
Un río todo sucio y empecé a limpiar un poco, le sacaba todas las hojas. Había coges en todas partes. No podía, y había algunos renacuajos, y no podían ni pasar los renacuajos entre los lugares.
Okay, le voy a contar a ella. Amy says that she once found a river that was very dirty and there was a lot of stuff inside that they were like baby frogs, and then she started cleaning because the little frogs couldn't move in the water, so then she started cleaning up.
Yeah, that's very, very sad. We need to try to keep our water clean. And so he said, the grandfather said, if you take care of the water and help it stay clean and you thank it and send it love, it will take care of you.
Entonces el
So
abuelito
Little
le
Bear
dijo,
liked hearing.
el abuelito dijo, entonces si nosotros cuidamos al agua, entonces el agua nos va a cuidar a nosotros también.
It will keep you healthy if you take care of it. And so at the end of the story, the grandfather took out, I don't have a feather, a big feather, an eagle feather, and he blessed Little Bear. He waved the feather all around Little Bear, and then he handed Little Bear one of these crystals. And he said, now you know how to take care of the waters and the mountains, and you can go and talk to the water because that's what medicine people do.
Y entonces la abuelita agarró una plumita y hizo unos movimientos, ¿no? Por arriba del su nietito Fito, y le dijo, le agarró una piedra, un cristal y le dijo, toma, aquí tienes, ahora tú sabes cómo cuidar del agua y eso es tu medicina, ¿no? Entonces lo puedes curar también el mar, el agua, con las cristales y la plumita.
So that's a little story of how Little Bear learned to talk to water, but we can talk to water too. And when we give a water blessing, like I put my water in this beautiful bowl, and inside the water, I put a crystal to help it get strong. But then we can give a water blessing right now. So we learned that beautiful word.
Podemos bendecir el agua ahora mismo, diciendo hermosas palabras y poniendo cristales en el agua.
So I would like each one of you to think of beautiful words that you could bless the water with. And there's 2 words.
Hermosas palabras para bendecir el agua que tiene Maya acá. Hermosas palabras pueden pensar para el agua. Do you want them to share the words?
2 words. Yes, and the 2 best words are thank you and I love you, or love and gratitude. But there's many other beautiful words too, you know, like kindness,
amabilidad también.
So maybe each one of you can speak a word to the water here.
Uy.
Take turn.
2 palabras? Maya, 2 palabras para el agua, 2 palabras lindas. Que te vengan, Panda.
Well,
thank you, I love you.
What would you like to say to the water? Oh, I love you. Good. What else?
She says, we need to love water so water loves us too. Look us back.
I love you and I want you.
Yeah, I she said it. I love you and I want you.
Yes. And
I love to swim in the beach.
Oh, yes, beautiful. That's a beautiful picture. So let's say together, let's say in Spanish. Oops, there they go.
I think they are ready to go.
Would you like to sing a song?
Vamos a cantar una canción.
Yes. Yes, water.
They are ready. They have an adventure prepared.
Yeah, so they go on.
¿Una canción y cerramos? Vamos a venir, dale una canción y cerramos. Venga. Okay, let's go. Una canción.
So I teach you a water song. It's a Native American water song.
Bueno, un poquito del agua, esa canción del agua.
Yes. So I'll tell you, it's not, these are not English words, not Spanish words. They are native words and chanting. And it goes like, just I'll say it, Nibi Wabo.
Weepy, weepy, wobble.
Nibi Wabo N-I-N. And then Aki Wesqui Nibi Wabo again. So
Nibi wobble.
I see if you can sing along.
Yeah.
Okay. Nibi Wabo N-I-N. Aki Wesqui Nibi Wabo. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, ho. Nibi Wabo N-I-N. Aki Wesqui Nibi Wabo. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, ho. Nibi Wabo N-I-N. Aki Wesqui Nibi Wabo. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, ho. One more time.
Yay.
Nibi Wabo N-I-N. Aki Wesqui Nibi Wabo. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, ho. Maybe you can all say your own name into the water. Let's give your name into the water, and then the water can bless you too. You all just say your names out all at once.
Yara, si quieres puedes sacarte tu micrófono para decir tu nombre.
Beautiful. And we can say,
Hello, my name is Yara.
Yes, Yara.
beautiful, Yara.
Hola.
And then we can say, water, I love you. You can say in Spanish. Yo te
Agua te
quiero.
amo. Water, I love you.
Agua te
And water,
amo.
I thank you. And water, I thank you.
Water, I thank you. Gracias, agua, te agradecemos.
Water, I take care of you. I protect you.
Agua, te cuido.
And water, I am you. You are me.
I am you.
Agua, you are me. And I'm you.
Because we are all water. We are made up of mostly water. So water that's learned how to walk and talk.
Yeah.
So you can do your own water ceremony. You get a little bowl or a jar of good, clean water, and you can put a crystal in it or a favorite stone even. And then you can sing to the water, talk to it, bless it, thank it, love it. And then I go take this water and offer it to a tree or the garden, or offer it to the river or the ocean. And then it will spread those blessings and love and prayers out to the world. And it will evaporate and go up to the clouds and spread the prayers and the love. So thank you, everybody. And what's your name? Who's this right here?
¿Qué le quiere decir? Cali.
Hi there, my name's Monica. What's your name?
His name is Cali.
Hi, Nelly.
Like California, actually.
Oh, Kali. Oh, beautiful. Well, thank you all. I know it's the end of a birthday party. There was a lot going on, but I love it. Oh, a new one coming. You bless the water in the belly, right? You put your hands on the water in your belly and bless that water.
Amanda.
Hello. Me?
Thank you,
all
Maya.
for being here. That was a wild one.
Yara is here also. Jacinta is, her name is, ¿quieres decir tu nombre?
My sister is
yes.
Jacinta. My name is Yara.
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 Beautiful. Hello. Yara. Oh, I see you now. You were a little bit in the dark, but I see you. Yes.
¿Quieres decir dos palabras al agua? Do you want to say 2 words to the water, Yara?
Okay. When you say the beautiful word, the water is beautiful. But when you say
yes.
this bad the bad word, the water is horrible. The water is feelings. I love water.
Yes, you tell it it's beautiful. Then it gets happy and it gets strong when you tell it it's beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so since we have water in our bodies, we should talk nice to our bodies too, because it's full of water. So if we say nice things to each other and to ourselves, we're blessing the water in our own body. So we should never tell ourselves we're stupid, you know, that's not good for the water. So we say, thank you, I love you. You did a good job. Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Thank you. And we can say prayers to the water too, before we offer it up into a tree or to the river. And we can say prayers like, you know, ask the water to help the world come to peace and love in the world, and help our leaders to open their hearts. And we can make prayers like that, and then the water will carry it. Because the water remembers everything that we speak to it, everything that we expose it to, everything. It remembers and carries those prayers for us and the energy out into the world and into our bodies. So before I drink water, I put it against my heart and love it up, and then say, thank you. And then,
Thank you.
I love you. You're beautiful. And sometimes I say, you're so young. I have a friend who looked very much younger than her age. And somebody asked her, how does she stay so young? And she said, well, I had a cosmetic business for years, and every day, 100 times a day, I answered the phone, and the name of her company was Forever Young. So she would go, forever young, forever young. She would continually answer the phone, forever young. And she said, I think I told the water in my body 100 times a day to stay forever young. And it listened.
The water listens. Thank you, Maya.
Responds, yeah. Well, thank you so much. And for the big children that showed up, thank you.
Thank you. We're listening to all of it. Yeah.
So in a half hour, well, 45 minutes, then Jim and I will have the wisdom circle. So if any of you want to tune in.
Yeah, I'll be there. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. I hope I get to come visit you.
Thank you.
I hope I get to come visit you someday in your place in Uruguay.
Yes.
All right. Blessings to all of you. Love. Thank you.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
And bye-bye. Happy birthday to Fauna.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.